G'day you mob, it's Kurbs here, back to show you the rest of my world, rest of my overworld at least. And after this episode we will be going to my underworld, and which doesn't have as much in it. Okay, so without further ado, let's get to it. And that's where we cut, right? On the jump. Yeah. Are you listening to me? So we've got a few cool little builds to show you here, starting with my favorite one, which is here in the cherry blossom forest. I like Japanese sort of builds. So in the background here, you can see that I have quite a big Japanese building here, Japanese temple. Right, this is one of my latest builds that I did. Took me quite a while to make it. Followed a YouTuber to build this one, although theirs was smaller and made out of cherry blossoms. But I just thought cherry blossoms is too much pink for this area, so I didn't want to build it out of pink. I wanted something a bit more contrasty. Yeah. So this is that. When I first came to this area, I built this little shed. Just like a little outback shed with, let's just have a peep through the window. So, just my little chest setup, just the necessities, you know. I just added a cool little round window on the side. Okay, as you can see, I needed a lot of bamboo, so I started off a bit of bamboo growing here. And I used a lot of dark wood, so I also had to start making a dark forest here as well. Yeah. Did a bit of terraforming, as you can see. I wanted it to be kind of organized. So these are the villages. So this is going to be my little village area where we can have some trading, and I want to have it so these guys can kind of wander around and do their own kind of thing in here. Alright, I am saving one of my biggest builds to last. I started off my favorite one. This is just the area that I cut and pasted in. It's a world that we started in, let's say, I want to say 2019, 2020, around about the COVID time. You can see over there, that's spawn. Oh, there's my son's area and a bridge. I like the bridge because it was my first attempt at making a nicer bridge than what I've done before. Just show you my favorite parts of this build at the moment. So I like just having a jobs wall. I really love this KFC. Kirby fried chicken. Yum yum. It's definitely got to have a KFC in my new world. I really love my enchantment room here. I love that when you walk around, it makes a nice little sound on your feet. I don't mind this build, but it's not my favorite, you know. It's just something I did. Experimenting. So I just got my setup in there. Not much to look at. I like having the map, so I did incorporate a map into my new one. So my other favorite bit around this area is the graveyard. Graveyard which says how I died. So every time I died, I wrote down how I died. So a spider and a witch, and confusion over who attacks what. So I was standing with my daughter and we couldn't decide who attacks the spider and who attacks the witch. Zombie villager again. So I think I died twice to a zombie villager. Attempting to parkour from my own tower into the water. That tower over there. Landing on drip leaf, falling into a lush cave. Falling onto clay in the lush cave. Fell off the ladder into the same lush cave. So that lush cave killed me 3 times. Yeah, in Minecraft you die in some weird ways. I wish I kept a graveyard in my new world to say. Alright, it's just a little AFK fishing area there. My nephew's area. And my niece's area. And over this side is my daughter's area, which she wanted to make like a fairyland. All right, we're approaching on a world that I built in 2016. So when I was very new to Minecraft. Okay, skeleton farm. My first go at building a cherry blossom because we didn't have cherry blossom trees. My mine. And my first attempt at like making a Japanese kind of build with Japanese gardens here. Just a little bit of sorting happening and an enchantment room. It's basically as far as I got. Okay, so up the river from where we were before is my villager farm. So in here, you can see the villagers. Yeah. Anyway, not important. Up the road a little bit further from that. Let's see, is... Whee! My spider farm. So we get spiders coming down here to meet their doom. Here comes one now. Hello, Mr. Spider. Meet your doom. Die, spider. I don't really like spiders. Especially cave spiders. All right, let's go out of here. Up the same river, follow the river. So the boat was a good way to get around. This takes you down into the Lush Cave. Lush Cave is under us now, still. Even here. Okay, so right here we have my iron farm. Funny story about this iron farm. I have a glass roof on here now because one time there was a storm and it turned all these guys into witches. I didn't know. I came back to collect some iron and all of these guys were witches. As you can see from a picture that I'm about to put up. Yeah, was not fun. I had to replace all of those guys. I have a few good things happening here. So, because you're AFK here, I thought, why not also have an AFK fishing spot? Because these things I realized from my previous tryouts in Minecraft, these things are OP, man. OP. What the heck just died here? Anyway. Yo. Okay, as you know, when those guys die, they drop poppies. So, the poppies go into this composter so that I can collect some bone meal, as well as collecting the string from the cats that die. Poor kitty cats. And then the iron. Now that we have auto crafters, I want to be able to add on to here auto crafter to turn them into iron blocks. This is not a sorting system. This is just storage system for the AFK fishing, which I don't really do much anymore. Okay, over here trying to say hello is Raiden. Yo, Raiden. Some people might know why I named it Raiden. Do you know why I named it Raiden? I love how he tilted his head. He's like, hey, why did you name me Raiden? Wow, it's because of another game where there was a character that I really wanted. Her name was Raiden. But also from Mortal Kombat. So that's this area. Let's just leave out the window. Nah, I want to make it look like a, you know, keep the cowboy setting. All right, let's go over to some of my bigger builds. What? Oh, he jumped in the boat and died. Okay. No, a miniature build. So I came here to look for bamboo once and it was getting dark, so I just built a little hut. I can't show you that, so let's pretend we didn't see that. That's my daughter's stuff, so she'll have to tell you about that. But here is the road that leads to my new modern area. So this is going to be like my modern town, where we have library set up, a bit of a factory set up here. I'm going to put some cafes. The road's going to go around the back, as you can see by the lanterns there. These aren't white bricks, they're lanterns to help light up the road, light up the area so that we don't get mob spawn. Here we have a wheat farm, because the idea is to have this road lead us all the way to my other areas over there. The road is going to gradually turn into a thinner road, into gravel road, and then into dirt road. And there, once it's dirt road, put some caravans on it and stuff that are going into the cowboy area. And then from the cowboy area, gradually it will turn into like your Stone Age sort of thing, road, bricks and that. All right, library's pretty cool because, well, it's probably one of my favorite spots that has these guys in it. Right, and they're all sorted and they're all stuck in here. They can't escape, so I can find them easy. This is a better system than the guys that are just in the bank and I don't know what the heck they're doing. I can grab a blank book from here and get the type of mending that I want. I can get the type of book that I want. The idea was also to have it already set up, so these books are already in the shelf. Let's have a look at this building, which has a few very important things inside of it. This is going to be a checkpoint, so I need to build this up. In here is my portal. In this room is just like where I keep random things. In the next door is one of my builds that I need for making my road. So the idea here is to make mud. So we just click it on there and you'll see the water bottles come through, and the water bottles are what wets the dirt and turns it into mud. There we go. There's another one. Pistons push it all out and I'll have like quite a few here. Water bottles get refilled by going into the water. I can't remember how it works, but you can see all the redstone here. Here's a concrete farm. So, more my concrete maker. So flick this switch, make a lot of noise, and we place the concrete blocks on here and it gets pushed across, and once the row fills up, the pistons there push it up, as you just saw. And then once that's pushed up all the way to the top, then all these pistons activate, one row by row. Pretty cool to look at. And then I end up with a massive, big block of concrete. One of my ideas for a build here, as a turtle just pops up, is a information turtle center. So I'm going to just make like an information center here with a tiny little sitting coffee spot at the back. But the boat is just here as like a story to say that I arrived here on boat from the cowboy area. Right, here is a squid farm and a glass floor so we can watch the squid die. Gunpowder farm or a creeper farm. My most frustrating build because I'm still getting spiders spawn in here, which slow down the count. We want a boat. Let's take a pink boat. Yeah. Pink's pretty cool. And I'll look out the window because I don't want to show you the next build. Okay, there's just a little something that I built when I first came to this area. I was collecting a lot of blue ice for making a rail system. Okay, and here we have my gold farm with a helipad. Okay, this is my gold farm looking at it from the bottom on the ice. Okay, the entrance to the mine. The helipad that we always try to land on. Ugh. Important message on the wall. Just remember, things will be stressful in life, but not as bad as a creeper blowing up your new home. Very frustrating, creepers. Anybody that plays Minecraft knows what that's like. Pretty frustrating. Okay, this is Darty's bed, because I'm Darty. So we switch on the portals here, and the portals will flicker on and off. Oops, it might actually work right now. And I think I only have one portal working right now. See all the piglets? That's coming from one. So you can imagine what it's like if I have 4 running. There's so many that come through here. And we will switch it on. I'm holding a looting sword. And we get loads of XP from here. Rotten flesh going into here. I was just chucking it out, but now I use it for emeralds. Our nuggets are going in and getting collected into the auto crafter. Making our mine blocks. Making our gold blocks. The gold blocks come out, they get pushed up across there and automatically sorted into this auto sorting system I've got here. This one's a little bit different to the first one I made because it's using the target blocks. Yeah, so you can see we have our dripstone. All the swords get auto put into the furnace. And then this is just going to be like an area for furnace. For the furnaces, and yeah, got some space there to make that happen properly. Come up the stairs here, we've got a bamboo farm. Dirt stairs leading up to the top. And here are my clerics. So I sell the rotten flesh to them. And then I use the emeralds to trade for my block of quartz. This is how I get all the quartz, because I want to have, well, this level up the top, I want to be quartz. And yeah. And we have our green frogs breeding in this area. The idea is to have a bubble elevator to bring me back up to here, because you have to use 2 or 3 rockets sometimes to get out. 3 rockets. Of course, we're going to just drop from here. We're not in survival. All right. And down here we have a little home for like the miner's home. Let's go down and have a look at that. All right, in the door. And we have like just little sleeping quarters, and I've got some netherite ingots. I've got one thing here that didn't disappear with the update that happened. In here, this leads down into the mine. This is my mine. And it goes both ways. Oh. Okay, so this is just my gold farm. Okay, you lot, that concludes my overworld video. Be sure to join me in the nether in the next video. Catch ya.